no. Wait, are we live? Okay. I guess I accidentally hit start and we're going. I mean, we're a couple minutes early, which is really not my style at all, really, ever. Never early with anything. So this is all. We'll give it a go. We'll go with it. 11:57. Great Scott. Yeah, my big sausage finger hit something. It made it go. So here we go. Quarantine story time. Quarantine story time. Bubblegum story time. Oh yeah. What's up, Glenn Lauer? How are you doing, my friend? So everyone is tuning in. Yes, we're tuning in to a little bit of story time. Hello, Angela. Hello, Dawn and Ivy. Got a lot of things to show you today. Feel free to say hello so I know that my comments are working and whatnot. I have an audience. Oh, I was shifted the wrong way. I have an audience with me today. As you can see, all of these guys. With Sarah and Elsa. Beep, boop, beep. Sarah and Elsa. And Sarah and Elsa and Ivy. Hello, Dawn. Ed. How's the kids? I haven't seen you guys in a while. Ella says hi. What up, Ella? What up, Ella? So I acquired some new friends recently. So I went to have a small, intimate little dinner with my friend Gaetano Magno and Cassie and James and Lucy. We had really yummy food that was too hot for the kids, but perfect for Mary. And then Cassie made the most amazing mango sticky rice. But in between all the fun times and the tea time and the Legos and the chatting, I acquired a whole pile of Pez people. So, I'm just telling you. Myra! What's up, buddy? Myra's in the house, Myra's in the house, Myra! Myra is the original quarantine story time. Quarantine story time. So we always say quarantine, but we shout it back to Myra because Myra was the one that started that. Okay? So anyways, we'll look at these guys closer a little later. I just want you to welcome them because they're new additions to Bruno Press. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. You know? I thought maybe I could acquire some Pez and give them away as little prizes. Yay! But I'm not going to give them away empty. That seems cruel and unusual. So, as of right now, they're just going to be hanging with us and watching. Okay? So I'm going to show you a couple of things. I've got a bit of a runny nose. And I'm trying to keep myself a little bit quarantined until I have my test on Monday. So everything's fine. I'm overanalyzing, I'm sure. Maybe not, but I'm just going to stay in my shop by myself. So it's all good. Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, there was no winner again last week. Darn it! So no one gets any Bruno Press socks yet. But want to see some more new stuff I made? Oh, the ukulele took a dump. Okay, come here, buddy. Sorry about that. Ah. Okay, so look at these cool little books I made. They're little notebooks. Look at that guy has a little bird on him, and the paper's blue. Ooh, put your ideas in that guy. What's up, Cora? Look at this one. Has a little pony. He's running. Diddly, diddly, diddly. That paper's orange. And then this one has a little. Oh no! This one has a little flower, and the paper's pink. And this one has a little sun guy, and the paper's yellow. Neato! So I'm gonna package those really cute, maybe with a little pen, a little gel pen, and then look at these little cutie pies too. Come on, right? Little candle, a little, what do you call that? Little poinsettia. And this one says joy, and this one says poinsettia, and this one says Christmas tree. So cute stuff, all for the upcoming holiday Shop Small Crawl, which, as we know, looks different this year, right? Jump on my website if you want all the COVID details. We're doing stuff like taking personal shopping appointments. So you sign up for a block of time, and you come and shop, and we're all cool. Ella and Ruby, hey pals! So we're trying to be careful. We still want to, have people shop locally and all that, support small. Annie, what up? So yeah, if you go on my website, you will find a little place to book an appointment, and you guys could come, and you could wear your mask, and you could shop around a little bit, buy some stuff you think might be cool, see where this happens. These guys will all be hanging out. You could see them. You could probably have some gumballs. So November, it's the weekend after Thanksgiving. It's not just one day this time. It's a whole weekend, so we can spread y'all out, and we can keep it clean, and we can, have an intern that's just going to be on spray bottle duty. She's just going to spray up after your germs after you leave. So it's all clean every time. Okay? Christopher Studer. Dee-doo-dee. So, check that out if you want to. It might be very, very nice. Oh, look at this new poster I made. Look, it's Johnny Cash, a young Johnny Cash. I carved him out of linoleum, and then I printed it. So it's, you have to be what you are. Whatever you are, be it. Johnny Cash. I'll tell you what. Do what Johnny says. Because that guy was a wise dude. And a very good musician. And a wonderful everything. Look at those hands. Pretty good. So, new poster. If you want to put that in your man cave or lady cave or person cave or no cave. I don't really care. So let's see what else. Also, my friend Paul borrowed me the Goonies. We were talking about this with my interns, Laurel and Katie. Hey, what's that? It's a little white something on there, on the screen. Weird. I must have drew on the screen. What is that? That's so weird. Anyways, this has got some extended things. Hey, Bruno from Tyler. So this has like I think it's got like an extended crazy ending. So I'm really excited. I'm watching this weekend. You Goonie! This is a good one. Who remembers this? Only the older folks. But I recommend, yes, Sloth! Yeah. Baby Ruth? Yeah, Sloth. This is a good one. I think all kids should watch this. Okay? Something for you guys to do this weekend. Watch the Goonies. Okay. So I'm going to start the first book, because this is a book that a gal named Marilyn dropped off. She wrote it. She's like a local gal. And she signed it, and she gave me a bookmark, and she gave me a business card. And let's see, she signed 2020, dude. And it's pretty good. Love ya, buddy. Okay. So let's just read this one. This is a feelers one. This isn't like a real funny one. So We're not going to be like, splitting our sides from laughing on this one, but we might learn a thing or two, which can, that's all right too. So let's read this one with the little people with big giant eyes and super cute. Okay. Hello from the moons. Xander and Lainey are watching. Diddle-dee. Yay, I love the moons. Okay. Kari walked past a tiny oak tree growing in the big woods. She saw another oak, a fully grown red oak with huge, splendid leaves spread over it like a huge green umbrella. Its roots were long and thick, lifting out of the ground like gnarled snakes surrounding the tree. Its many green leaves kept the tiny oak from getting the sunshine and rain it needed to grow and mature. The tiny sapling looked weak and forlorn, an orphan. Aww. So, she's just happening through the woods. Look at that little fox behind her. She's got her little digger and a little bucket. And she sees that little guy, and she thinks that maybe it's not going to grow if it stays there. Things are not looking good if it stays there. Okay? So she takes it upon herself. She thought to herself that soon the tiny oak sprung from an acorn fallen off a larger parent tree would shrivel up or grow disfigured limbs and maybe become just some scrubby underbrush. It seemed too long for sunshine, water, and space. It seemed to long for sunshine, water, and space. Kari felt sorrow for the tiny tree. She decided something had to be done. I will adopt you, she said to the tree. Very carefully, she dug it out of the ground with her child-sized shovel, smiling when she held it in her hand, attached the acorn that it had grown out of. She was careful not to harm the tiny roots or its 5 leaves, and she took lots of soil out with the tree. She felt sorry for taking it away from its parent tree, but she loved it immediately. She said to the tree, if I treat you just right, you will grow tall and straight and splendid, just like that huge red oak above you. All you need is sun, rain, and freedom to grow. So, there's a little sweet, little tiny squirrel. He's like, oh, I love that. Also, can I eat that acorn? And she's like, I will take care of you, little baby tree, because I love you. There's a ladybug and a butterfly, and everybody's so darn cute. I think that squirrel has mischievous deeds. Kari put the spindly tree in the sand pail and carried it and walked back to her home. She carefully planted it in a very safe place in the sunshine at the edge of her backyard. It was a sad sight. However, one small tree dwarfed by an immense woods behind it. Like an ant on the lush teal green carpet in her bedroom, she thought. She placed a tin can around the tiny tree for protection from wind and from squirrels who might want to dig out that acorn. Dun dun dun! Yeah, so there's the little guy, and she's very lovingly placing it into the ground, protecting it, and there's a little ladybug. Oh, look at that little ladybug. He's like, oh, I like watching you do stuff. And the little trash panda, he's like, hey, do you have any snacks in your pocket? Raccoons are the coolest. When the wind blew, the tiny tree bent with the breeze. When the sun was very hot, Kari watered it faithfully. When the rains came, it soon sat in a small puddle. Kari dug a narrow trench so the water could drain away, and she told her tree, I was adopted too. My new parents cared for me, and I will be like them and love you forever. The tree grew. Its roots reached into the black soil surrounding it. When the new leaves appeared, they were like welcome visitors, announcing to Kari that her plan for the tiny tree to grow into a giant oak was working. In fall, the leaves changed with the autumn weather into shades of yellow, gold, and brown. Kari would go to the tree and touch it with slender fingers, tracing the narrow trunk that was little more than a branch. You are my very own little oak tree, and I love you so much, Kari told it many times. Oh, Kari, you're so sweet. So she's taking care of it in the rain, making sure it doesn't get flooded out. So she digs a little trench with her little hole. Okay, who's back there? There's a little cootie man, and he's hiding under a leaf. And then these guys, little Foxy and little Buddy, some other little creatures of the woodlands. And she's like, I love you, tree. I'm a good mother. That's amazing. When blustery winter cold set in, Kari placed a larger can around the tree. She pushed the leaves into the can to keep the trunk warm when the north winds blew. Later, she... It's just... I mean... I can't believe I'm coughing on camera. It's very terrifying for everyone, isn't it? By myself. And now I'm conscious of it. Just hang on one second. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Last one. When the blistery winter cold set in, Kari placed a larger can around the tree. She pushed the leaves into the can to keep the trunk warm when the north winds blew. Later, she wrapped a burlap sack like a warm blanket around the tree. When the snow fell, Kari's tiny tree was safe and slept in a cloud of white fluff. All winter, Kari watched the mound of snow. She drew pictures of her tree for her teacher. She gave a presentation on trees to her class and explained how she had adopted her very own oak tree with an acorn still attached to it when she found it. And the children laughed. Well, that's not very nice. Okay, so she's out there hanging with a tree and the little bird, and she's got her winter stuff on. Is there any woodland creatures? No. So they're just hanging. She made a little snowman, keep the tree friends. And then she went to school. She's like, I love trees. Trees are great. And these guys are like, meh, we're stinker faces. Meh. And the teacher's like, hey, be nice. She's like, ah. So let's not do that. I don't like it. So one kid teased her about being adopted. She went home with tears streaking down her cheeks, and her mom told her to dry her tears because being adopted was a good thing. She told Kari that she was very special and that when they first saw her, they knew immediately that they would love her forever. Her mom added that it was just like when she picked out her own little tree. With the arrival of spring, Kari dug the snow out from around the can. The tree looked small and forgotten in the big backyard, alone, with no trees to keep it company. When the leaves began appearing, Kari took her sand pail and shovel and searched until she found another tiny oak in the big woods and planted it 20 feet away from her tree. Her small oak tree had a friend, she thought. It wasn't alone anymore. Now she was really happy and believed her tree was happy too. The new tree was like a brother her parents had adopted and brought home, so she had someone to play with. She smiled. I have a playmate, and now you have a playmate. So, she's sad for a minute. And the mom's like, honey, sometimes kids are kind of cruddy. And that's okay, because you're awesome. Being adopted is awesome. We love you. You love your tree. And then she's like, yeah, that's right. I forgot. My tree. I'm great. Everything's great. And then she brings home a little brother for her tree. Yay! So that's kind of amazing and kind of beautiful. Kari cared for her trees like a mother bird cares for her babies, like her mother cared for her. She dreamed of sitting under her trees when she was more grown up. She would tie a tire swing on a limb and swing in the branches when the wind moved. She would smell the musty aroma of leaves damp from dew and rain. The trees would shield her from the sun on hot, dry summer days. Birds would nest in her trees, chirp, and sing along lusty songs. I want a tire swing. Check that out. And the bird's like, hey, you're swinging with me in the air. And they're like, yeah. And then she's like just chilling with her tree. I love you, tree. What a cool kid. She loves her medium tree and her baby tree. We should all love trees, right? Just like that. As the years passed, the trees grew strong and healthy, and so did Kari. Then one day, Kari hugged her trees and said goodbye. She ran her fingers over the thick bark and marveled at its toughness. The bark smelled of wet wood and strength. The leaves wrinkled their silver sides at her. They are such strong, good trees, she thought to herself. They had been her friends and grew up with her. She had defied all odds when she planted the first one, and then another in her backyard. It was time for her to go to another town to college. She would be gone a long time. She asked her brother to watch over the trees. Years later, when Kari returned with her little girl, she walked to the oak trees to show her the trees she had planted. She told her the story of how she had adopted the tree and loved it. Then she told her little girl that she was adopted too. Oh man, the circle of life. So, there's more woodland critters. There's Cootie Man and Foxy Man. And there's Kari about to go to college. That's all she's bringing to college. She's very efficient. She's a minimalist. She's like, I'm proud of you, tree. And I'm proud of you, bigger tree. And that's her little brother who's adopted. And he's also super cool. She's like, dude, you better take care of these trees while I'm gone. And he's like, I will. And then she comes back years later with her little adopted girl. Oh, what a little cutie. And she says, hey, check it out. This was a tree that I grew up with. And she's like, it's massive. So, that's pretty cool too. And that must be the end. Yes. So that's Marilyn. That's the gal who wrote the book. Whoa, writing books. That's amazing. This is a for real book that she did. Whoa, let's hear it for Marilyn. Good job. Good job, indeed. Sorry about that little coughing fit. You know, what can you do? There's no editing in Facebook Live. Just saying. Trash Panda. You know, Betty, what's up? Okay, I have a couple more things to show you. Let's check out those Pezzers real quick. Okay, I'm gonna bring you over so we can see them. Now they had so many Pezzes, it was in a giant bin. But I can't bring that many Pezzes to the shop. That's silly. So I was very particular. Okay, so let's check it. Let's zoom in and see who they are. Okay, come on over, folks. Let's see. Here they are. This is all of them. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so we've got. Where is the darn camera? Over here. Yeah. So we've got these dudes. So it starts with way over there. I mean, how cool are they, right? And then if you can see further back, there's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, some SpongeBob, some Kermit dudes, Pooh, Eeyore, Tigger, the crew. I haven't counted how many there are, but there's a lot. They're super cool, so super stoked about that. Yeah. I mean, they're pretty cool, right? Did you get to see them? Sometimes I don't know how cameras work. Alright, so I'll show you right now. I think my favorite, well, first of all, my favorite characters, I love the Taz, because I felt like I'm a Taz. I love Taz, and I love Sylvester, and I love Daffy. Those are the guys I love from Looney Tunes. And then I also love Tigger and Pooh, right? Those guys. And then Barney, Fred, Dino, Pebbles. I love Dino, but I never was a fan of Pebbles. Bam Bam was cool. Pebbles was a little bit like meh. And then look at this guy. Bob the Builder. He's just so like plain. He's just like, what up? I got 2 eyes. Who's Foley Bear? Oh, Fozzie. Yep, you did see Fozzie. Waka waka waka. I love Fozzie. Fozzie is one of my favorite Muppets. Fozzie. Waka waka waka. No, they're empty. I need to go on Amazon and buy a bunch of Pezzy. The Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Oh, and also, look at this. Now I have 2. What is this guy's name again? What's his name? Look at this guy. Hey, long lost brothers! Yay! 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 I forgot his name. Chewy. Chewy. The original dad joke creator. Yeah, Fozzie was for sure the original. Okay, one more thing I have to show you. So, remember my friend Desi that we did some barter? I printed a bunch of stuff for her, so then she made some stuff for me. Are you ready to see what she made for me? There's not many, so they're gonna go like hotcakes. First of all, this is the best. I'm going to start with the best. Chewbacca. Ready? Do-do-do. It is a coffee tumbler with the greatest logo ever. And, come on, a rubber topper so you can take it with you and put it in your car. Amazing. Desi is such a cool and talented lady. And then she made some more little guys, only kind of cooler, different color. Look at these. Boop, boop, boop. Perfect size. Glug, 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 glug. I know, right? And then the last thing that's pretty cool. Ready for these? Oh, a little Bruno press ornament. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? There's only a couple of these. So, she's just so good, that Desi. Yay, Desi! Thank you for making everything so great. So that stuff will all be available at the Shop Small Crawl. And she threw in these for me because she knows I like turquoise. So I'm going to put these in my ear holes and make them beautiful earrings. So that's quite exciting. I can't bloody wait. All right, so we have just enough time to do... Actually, this book is pretty short. It's called Emergency Kittens! Burr, burr, burr. Meow, meow, meow. It's kind of funny. So sit back, make yourself comfortable, and listen to Emergency Kittens! Dun, dun, dun. Are you in a tough spot? Has life got you down? Maybe you need a superhero. Some muscly and fierce, possibly wearing tights. Or maybe you need... So it's like, crud. My dog ripped up my homework. My umbrella got all vacuum sucked. I got tired, nail, what do you call those? Nails in my tires. And then he's like, hey, you need me? Well, or maybe you need emergency kittens. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. They also say meow, meow, meow. Meet Mimi, Twee Twee, and Adorbs. These three cuties make everything better. Meow, meow, meow. They sure do. How can they not? They are adorbs. Jamie drops her ice cream cone. Chin up, Jamie! You've got emergency kittens! Oscar gets a bad haircut. Or does he? Thanks, emergency kittens. Emma gets stuck in a tree until emergency kittens save the day. We're emergency kittens, and we make everything better. So, save the ice cream. Oscar's like, oh man, somebody cut my hair that wasn't supposed to. Well, I can be your hat temporarily. Thanks, emergency kittens. I climbed this tree and I'm afraid of heights. We'll help you down, dude. Amazing. Unfortunately, not everyone knows about emergency kittens. Meet Sheldon. Hello. One day when Sheldon was playing, his ball takes a bad bounce. My ball! Someone help! So Sheldon, hey, what up? He's got kittens on his shirt. He's got some sweet Converse. Pretty cool looking dude. And these guys are like, whoa, what? So he must have bounced his ball somewhere bad. Because they look like trouble a little bit. You know? The superheroes show up in a flash. Hashtag crime fighter. To the playground and beyond. We'll get your ball. So this guy's like on his phone, hashtagging. And that one's like, to the playground and beyond. Look at this fellow. He's got a bald head. That's cool. And that guy's got like some protective goggles on. And that mean dude is still sitting there. Huh. It's a cool shark t-shirt though. I like that. Okay. I don't know. They lift bulldozers, leap buildings, and tie themselves in knots. And finally, after all that, so he's like, they're playing sort of keep away, which is not nice. And this guy's like, hey, I'm just trying to do some construction work. What do I have to do with this ball situation? He's like, I'll take a selfie. She's like, I'm very strong, and this helps nothing. And then that guy, he must be like a stretchy dude. So he's all tangled up. And he's like, can I please have my ball? And they're like, me. And they're just like showing off and being weirdos. Not being helpful. They still can't get Sheldon's ball. If superheroes can't help me, then who can? Well, Mimi, Tweet, and Adorbs know the answer. So Sheldon is at his wit's end. Ah! And they're like, we're stinker faces. We don't really care, dude. And these guys are like, oh yeah? Yeah, meow meow. We'll see about that. Emergency kittens! We make everything better. Pretty amazing. The emergency kittens leap and spin, bat and stretch, climb and tumble. They knead and scratch and chase and pounce. And then they get really serious. Everyone's just like, whoa, they're amazing. Yeah, look at them. They have such grace. Yeah, no doubt. Even the like construction dude is like, hey, I'll watch that. It's cooler than TV, you know? And then they're like, purr, 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 purr. Look at those eyeballs. How can you even help yourselves? And honestly, who can resist that? Everyone stops being a stinker face when there's cute meow meow meows around. Oh, I love you. I love you. No, I love you. And Sheldon's like, I got my ball, dude. And everyone's like, yay. They really do make everything better. We're done being stinker faces. Yay. So it seems like it all worked out. We're emergency kittens, and we're always here for you. We're here for you because we have fur. And we're for you. Do. That's pretty amazing. Don't you think? Quite lovely. Alright, well, it's about that time. Let's do some gumballs. We need winners. We need winners of the Bruno Press socks. Did you guys all see the socks? That's what you get. Bruno Press socks. If you win, if you guess the right 2 colors that I'm about to pull out of this gumball machine. So, take your 10 seconds and write them in. Write them in. What do you got? Everyone, I want 15 people. White and orange. Way to go, Krista. Starting it off. Who else? What do we got? Sarah and Elsa. Come on, people. Let's bring them in. Lucy and James, are you watching? What are your guesses? Give me 2 colors. Elsa says blue and green. Boop, boop, boop. Pink and yellow from Myra. These are good. I can feel a winner. Green and blue from the Hilton house. Sarah says green and yellow. Pink and green. What do I do with anything that's yellow or orange? Pitch it in the bin. Betty says yellow and blue. Another white and orange from the Hiltners. Blue and yellow from Leandowski's. All right. Pink and blue is Wes's guess. Green and yellow from Mr. Lauer. Yellow and orange. I'm so proud of you guys. You're so good at this. It's the greatest ever. All right, are we ready, people? Is that the last of you? All right, 2 more seconds, 1 more sip of coffee, and I'm going for it. Pink and orange from Mr. Studer. Pink and green from the Moons. All right, this is it, my friends. The moment we have all been waiting for. Ready? The penny goes in the gumball machine. And I lift it up so you can see that you don't think I'm a filthy cheater. Oh, yellow and blue! Did anybody guess that? Yellow and blue, yellow and blue! So, you know what happens with the yellow. It gets bunged in the bin. Because yellow and orange are filthy animals. Boo! But I will eat the blue. Did anyone say blue and yellow? Could be. I'm going to pick a winner anyways. Even if someone didn't. We will have a winner. A winner would be had. Good job, you guys. Great to see your faces. Have a wonderful day. Go play in the snow. Be safe. Love you. Good day.